holidays. Welcome to the Vote XL. This is a multifaceted live stream, so sit back and enjoy the ride. We're going to talk about the polls on my community page, how you all weighed in. We're going to talk about the shenanigans going on with this video with Sebastian Rogers, Texas Roadhouse, and also JONBENET Ramsey. The movie of the week, No One Will Save You, now playing on Hulu. Check it out. The latest developments pertaining to Sean Puffy Combs is that Jay-Z, the rapper, was one of the people in his homes back in 2000 who assaulted a then 13-year-old girl. She's now a grown woman, and paperwork was served. Information released today. Mr. Busby out of Texas served a demand letter to Jay-Z. He's responded with a statement denying the allegations. That's the latest with the Puffy gate. Jay-Z now has been implicated in the freak-offs. Was Jay-Z one of the men that sexually assaulted a then 13-year-old girl? Who was the female person that's famous that was also observing this sexual assault? Chop it up. Chop it up. Do you believe that Jay-Z assaulted a 13-year-old girl with Puffy in 2000? 44 votes. 80% yes, 9% no, 11% not sure. Wow. Please check out that last live stream uploaded just a little while ago, an hour ago. Jay-Z served with demand letter. Denies essay of 13-year-old girl with Puffy. The United Care CEO gunman who was gunned down in New York last week. The killer has been identified, but a name has come to the public, and the hunt is on by the FBI, in case you are curious. Who is he, and what was his motive? Don't know. All right. Just bring you the latest things on my poll, on my community page. Please check out the updates. If I do not cover a story, I sometimes post the breaking news to my community page, but know that I do not cover every story, and I have not made a decision to cover any new true crime stories, but I will bring you updates pertaining to ones that have been originally covered, and also Sebastian Rogers. I said FBI know who the NYC shooter is. Look at the photo released, dark hair, eyebrows. I'm betting he is a foreigner or descendant. Will we find out this guy is from abroad, third world country, or came here, born here to foreign parents such as Turkish, Iranian? Is this homegrown terrorism? Someone doing this for killing this CEO? Vendetta, worked for the company, denied health care. What's the motive? 1%. Not sure, 10%, only for a very low price, 4%. Who wrote the JONBENET Ramsey note? Mom, 29%. Dad, 7%. Both conspired, but one wrote it, 20%. Not sure, 44%. 3 people replied. Did an outsider write the ransom note in the JONBENET Ramsey case? 22% yes, 49% no, 29% not sure. So only 22% of you believe an outsider wrote it. Interesting. Will JONBENET's murder be solved? 14% yes, 9% no, 13% not sure, 50-50, 23%. JONBENET Ramsey's murder. Who committed the crime? Mom, 12%. Dad, 13%. Bert, 19%. Family, friend, neighbor, child, stalker, 55%. So out of the 67 people who voted, most of you believe that it's an outsider. Friend, neighbor, child, stalker. Very interesting. Feel free to check out News Nation's latest content on JONBENET, and also Court TV. They also have a rendering pertaining to JONBENET. And check out my video from last night. JONBENET Ramsey, will the truth ever be revealed? I give you a bio on the story, dates and times of how the story played out, over the years, up until the latest events of now a new team stepping in to investigate and test DNA pertaining to this child. Now, to this nonsense in Hendersonville. If some of you people could hear yourselves pertaining to this video release, Jesus wept, a damn alternate universe. Dear God, after reading comments and listening to YouTube today about the KP Sebastian video, I was reaffirmed why I don't want to engage in true crime, period. Exactly. Because there's something wrong with a lot of people who indulge in true crime. They become detached from reality, which leads me to believe you're detached already. That really true crime don't have anything to do with it. Yeah, I said that. Because now with these latest events, with this video on the horizon, what I'm asking the public is, why did you all release the video? Number one, why now? What was the purpose of release? Because all I've been hearing for the past couple of days is negativity towards her and her in the video. So I'm going to ask the question. Whoever released the SF, whoever you are, why did you release the damn video? What's the purpose? Why wasn't this video released when the child went missing by police, number two, which is really number one? And where's the damn footage of the child making it home? That's what you all should be talking about instead of talking about this green hoodie nonsense. Why aren't you all talking about where's the footage of the child making it home, going in his house? I'll let that sit right there. Where's the video of the child making it back to Stafford Court, February 25th, 2024? Did anybody hear that? While everybody's dissecting this damn video and trying to chop it up and make up stuff about somebody handed somebody something, somebody had a file folder. I mean, I have never heard such craziness in all my damn life. Questioning random people standing outside of a damn restaurant. But that is what people do, don't they? They gather, they talk, they smoke cigarettes, they wait on a ride, they wait on food, they pick up people, they wait on people. Somebody might be waiting on somebody to come out the restaurant to speak to them. Somebody might be taking somebody some money, some car keys. Damn. So this is what happens when you go to Texas Roadhouse. You get all of this nonsense. So I'm going to say it again. Where's the video footage of the child making it home? That's what you should be concerned with. You should be concerned with the direction that the woman went in when she left Texas Roadhouse. Come on with it, Queen. Because somebody ain't woke out there. But you're not going to have that. Because who would be following her to film her leaving Texas Roadhouse? Nobody. That's the key to the story. Did the child make it home to Stafford Court, February 25th? Then that will spin into the story of the mother allegedly waking up on the 26th to allegedly not find her child in his room. Lord have mercy. The Seth Rogers believe info a man in green hoodie is involved in Sebastian's disappearance. 83 votes. 27% yes, 34% no, 40% not sure. This is from the Queen. I got a feeling the man implicated as a suspect in Sebastian Rogers' video will bring smoke, possible lawsuit. Should he? So everybody's talking about green hoodie guy. God forbid, he's just a random guy walking into the fucking Texas Roadhouse, walk between two cars. Since everybody's wanting to sue and take people to court for defamation, stalking, harassment, well, this ain't the same. Why are you talking about me? Why are you showing pictures or images of me walking into the damn Texas Roadhouse? I don't know you. I don't know her. I don't know her child. I don't know the Proudfoots. I don't know nobody. Then what will you all have to say then? Yeah. Will these people respond to what's being said now about this infamous video and the behavior of the mother in the video? She does seem doing her own thing. As I said, you have to watch it all in its entirety, however long it is. I don't know. I'm not here to make a claim on it. Don't really care, quite frankly. Because I don't really know what the hell I'm supposed to be watching and looking for. Now, second part of the video, what was released that I saw, it does look like she was speaking to him at one point during the video. And then the rest of the time she's on her phone. Allegedly they didn't stare at her that long. I don't know. I wasn't there. But the child appeared hungry. He appeared to have an appetite. And then in another clip, you do see that she did order something, some food herself, pick over some bread that was brought to the table. Then they leave and they go their merry way. People sitting outside, standing outside, people walking in the parking lot, people, their cars parked behind because they're side parking. What the hell are you all talking about? Just going on and on and on about a man in a hoodie trying to get through two cars, between two cars, or as we would say in the South, betwixt. Which was a little Blanche Devereaux, betwixt two cars. So what is it that you all seeing that some of us are not seeing? And what is the purpose of this video being released? And what will law enforcement have to say? Will they speak on the video? Will the Proudfoot speak on the video? What is the fucking purpose of this video? Please enlighten me. Because as I have said, why didn't the police release this after the Amber Alert to show us that the child was out at last proof of life? Seemed more evident February, March, to say, hey, here's a video to show you that the child was alive. He did go to the restaurant. He did get into a car with his mother. And that's all we have of the child. That would have been more appropriate months ago. Now I'm trying to understand the purpose. So now we do have verification. In case people were curious if it was even true that she went to Texas Roadhouse. So that's a little bit of good news. Okay, they went to eat. We see that he's eating a lot. He had a healthy appetite. We also notice the mother looking around a lot, which seems peculiar, unless she's just a nosy Parker. I don't know her. But what I do know of her, I don't care for. I said that, now what? People need to get on with this bullshit. Should this man sue this hoodie guy, since you all like talking about him and showing him go betwixt cars? 52% yes, 19% no, 14 not sure, 14 he should. 6 replies. Who verifies Sebastian clothes from the restaurant actually being in the Proudfoot home? Do you believe this? So we got wind the other day, the clothes were verified that he had on, that black shirt, pants, shoes. So who verified it? Who verified those same clothes when you went to the house the 26th? So the clothes that he allegedly slept in, they were missing. Seth, did you verify those clothes? That's what I like to know. Also, law enforcement, did you verify the clothes the mother said the child was wearing? So, on this poll, 44 people voted. 18% believe the clothes were verified. 59% of you said, they were not. And 29% of you said you ain't sure. At Night Investigations, I'm sorry, I didn't spell your name correct because I really wasn't trying to care. But anywho, do you have receipts to the person's involvement in Sebastian Rogers' case? 27% of you all say yes, they do. 45% of you said no, they don't. And 27% of you said, I'm not sure. Once again, is At Night Investigation spinning false narratives with release of Sebastian video? Yes, 48%. No, 31%. Not sure, 19%. They shouldn't be, 2%. Interesting. Will the Sheriff's Department, TBI, address this video with Sebastian and his bio donor? 1% says yes. 49% says no. 15% says not sure. 35% says they should address this video. But will they? That's the question. Who are the alleged 3 persons involved in the Sebastian Rogers case that's supposed to be involved? And in this, what? Faux crime, real crime? What are we talking about? Because we don't really have all the information now, do we? Child still missing, going into month 10. Somebody releases this video to the public for some reason. What is your motive? What are you trying to imply? And who are the people you're speaking of that are involved in this case. And when you say involved, what do you mean? They harmed the child, disposed of the child. They took the child, passed the child off. They sold the child. What is it that you're trying to say? Help the queen out, because I'm really fed up with this nonsense. K and C, an outsider, 0%. Outsiders, 2%. K and C, family member, known person, 86%. Not sure, 11%. So basically, out of 44 votes, most of you believe it's the Proudfoots and a family member and or a known person that's being implied as having involvement in this disappearance of Sebastian Rogers. How do K and C feel about this video being released? 4 replies. Why release this Sebastian video now? Where is the entire video? I asked that the other day. Oh, Lordy. Your thoughts on the Sebastian video? Let's see what you all have to say. Marilyn says a big nothing burger. Queen replies. Meaning what exactly? Oops, I did that twice. I don't know why I'm doubling up stuff lately. She hasn't replied yet. What is the point to all this? Help me understand. What is the point of releasing the video? Because all I'm seeing is a bunch of people going around and around trying to say the woman handed the man something. But you don't have proof of none of that because you can't see through the car. So what the hell are you all talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Because I'm confused. Can't even see between the damn cars. So this is the place that is the talk of the town on YouTube. Texas Roadhouse, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Hello, everybody in the chat. Mary Danielle, Akira Monbrat. Hello, dear. The talk of the town. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I think a lot of you all need to stop. Just stop what you're doing. Stop watching this nonsense. Stop participating in this nonsense. I just listened to people talk today on YouTube, and I realized, as I said, why I'm so detached from talking about true crime. Yet I'm talking about it anyway, just because I wanted to get this JONBENET content out of the way, because I had been promising it for about 2 weeks. So I wanted to get it out the way, give you all the updates to the polls, tell you how you answer. And then this nonsense came up with Sebastian and this video, and everybody acted like this a video showing somebody actually kidnapped the child. That's how you all are acting. You act like you see somebody abducting him and putting him in a damn van or a damn car. Going on and on and on about, did you see something white in her hand? Did you see something in his hand? Hell no, I didn't see nothing in nobody's damn hand. You all need to stop. So let me say this to the person who released the video, because somebody said it's a PI working for the Proudfoots. If you release this video, why? What was the motivation? Help me understand. Help me understand the purpose of you releasing the video. To do what? To prove what? To prove what? They went there and ate? Okay, they went there and ate. Now what? They went there and they ate. Guess what? If you release this to prove a point, you did a poor job. Because now all people are doing are hypothesizing and bringing up conspiracies of what they think they saw 2 people do between 2 cars and what she was doing in the video with a phone and taking pictures. I didn't notice her taking no pictures. I didn't see all that. I thought she was scrolling her phone up, looking at something. So everybody got their idealism of what they think she was doing at the table. The child was eating like he hadn't eaten in a while. He had a hungry appetite. She wasn't engaging with the son. Everybody got a theory about what the fuck was going on in that restaurant. But the one thing ain't none of you got is a fucking video of her leaving out of there and where the fuck she went afterwards. Bring me a video of that. Say it again, Queen. You want to post a video? Post a video of Katie driving out of there and where the hell she went. I'll wait. Bring a video of her parking in the driveway and she got out of the car and the little boy got out of the car. Ting, 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 ting. Show me a video of the little boy walking to the garbage can and emptying it, and I can make it out in the video. I can make it out him going back in the house and shutting the door. Ding, 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 ding. Show me a video of him walking out and running around and getting lost. Show me that. Show me a video of somebody walking in their house and taking him out of there. The 25th or the 26th. Until then, miss me with this bullshit. Oh my God, have we been sold wolf tickets? You have. So I'm going to say it again. What is the purpose of this release? I mean, it's like y'all just went and thought you'd release something, a movie from the fucking 20s. What is this all about? Help me understand, because I'm confused. Just on and on and on and on. Video after video after video, and people sitting here going live and having live streams trying to chop up nothing. Absolutely nothing. I didn't see shit but a child eating food like he hadn't had no food. And one clip I finally saw yesterday where she's looking around, looking over her shoulder, looking across from her, which I did find peculiar. But other than that, what are you trying to relay by showing the video? That's what I don't understand. You're gonna put a video out. Well, why don't you explain your motivation for putting it out? Because I don't understand the point. That's a perspective. Help me understand, what's the point of the video? The Proudfoots, what do you have to say about the video? Since people are saying it's your private investigator, who I believe is the one that was working with the Kobayashi family. Let me say something to you too, bruh. It looks like to me, if you're the same guy that jumped on the Kobayashi case, you like drama your damn self. How about that? You like drama. Because you seem to be getting involved with people who look suspect. I said that. Now come for me. I'm a big girl. I can hold my own. You going from shit to Shinola. Why? Why? Help me understand. The Kobayashi, that looks like fraud. These people down here in Hendersonville, they look and appear fraudulent. So I'm going to say it again. What was the purpose in releasing the damn video? To prove what? To say what? Help me out. I'm drowning. No Dear John letter with the video? Hi, my name is Mr. Fisher. I'd like to tell you why I'm releasing this video to the masses today. Nothing. So are you going to speak on why you released the video? If I didn't hear you give your speech, I apologize. So is there somebody in the chat that can tell me if this person has spoken on why they have released this video? I would gladly like to hear their reasoning. Help me out. "11 months ago, Texas Roadhouse, the infamous Texas Roadhouse that everybody is hooping and hollering about. This is somebody's private pictures they uploaded to show everybody what they ate at Texas Roadhouse. Well, interesting looking food. Lord have mercy. I ain't never seen such crazy ass people in all my damn life. So this is what you can eat at Texas Roadhouse. Since everybody's so fascinated with a damn video. Oh, are those fried mushrooms, green beans, and corn? Oh my. Damn psychos. Mr. Copeland, I hope you don't mind. I'm showing your content from you uploading this to the Google. Texas Roadhouse. I'm sure you never thought you would be this important. So is somebody from Texas Roadhouse going to speak? This video is all about what you noticed. You were there. You noticed the child. You noticed the mother. You saw something peculiar. You didn't notice anything peculiar. You went outside to smoke a cigarette and you saw an exchange of something between Katie Proudfoot and somebody in between the cars. Oh my God, I just remembered something. I think it was a file folder. Do you hear yourself? Why would somebody be giving somebody a file folder to take a kid? Help me understand. You know what he looked like. You know the address. What do you need, a map? That's what Google's for. Hey, pull up right here. Park your car over here. Walk up through here. I'll leave the door unlocked. The door's on this side of the house, blah, blah, blah. Ding. If that's your theory. I thought I saw something white. I thought I saw something in his head. Her head. What is that in her head? Oh, I think those were her keys. Dear God. You people need to get a damn grip. Bring a receipt. Bring a damn receipt. That she handed him something, he handed her something. I couldn't see nothing because she was betwixt the car. The cars looked like they were parked kind of close, so I'm not a mathematician to measure the distance between the camera and where her car sat and where the other car sat. And the guy ended up going inside of the restaurant. So somebody need to come back and repeat to us and tell us, what did he do when he got inside of the Texas Roadhouse? Did he order anything? Did he pick up anything? Did he meet anybody? Did he give somebody something in there? Did he come right back out when Katie pulled off? Help me, I'm drowning. Jesus Christ. You people, there are no words. When you think it can't get any worse, this case, here comes this nonsense. Now, I'd like to know how does Seth feel about the video. What does Seth think? Did he find anything peculiar about the video, the behavior of his child, the mother, bio donor rather? Anything outside looks suspicious to him? Anything he think he saw and noticed? I'm just asking. And if I sound cynical in this video, I am. Because I think you all have gone too fucking far this time. I think you've gone too damn far. And you do this with every damn case of somebody missing. Just like somebody asking me 1,000 questions today about the guy who shot the CEO of United Care. How do I know what the fuck went on in New York? I'm not covering the case. I put up one post saying they have identified the man and they haven't revealed his name. That's all I said. And I'm getting all these questions. What do I think? What do you think? I don't know. I don't really care. It's a terrible situation. I'm sad that the man was murdered, but I don't know the man. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know the killer. I don't know the killer's motivation. I have no idea why that man was gunned down on a New York street. So maybe when they find the killer, you can write him a letter in jail in New York and ask him why he murdered the CEO, because Queen don't know. Could be 1,000 reasons. Could be a homegrown terrorist. Could be somebody scorned, had a disagreement, worked for the company, got fired, got demoted. Could be 1,000 reasons. Or it could be somebody just wanting attention. I have no idea. But that's the point, is that you people get so riled up over these cases, these true crime cases, that you just lose all common sense about yourselves, that you just go on and on and on, and you act like you know these people in the story to where you got to talk about them excessively. You want to reach out to the people in the story. You want to go email the people in the story. It's just ridiculous to me. And as I told people, I have been able to step back and assess things differently in my mind pertaining to podcasts and true crime. And the things I see on YouTube, what I call freelance YouTubing, which is what I'm doing. This is not a formative YouTube channel that talked about true crime. Formative to me would be 2020. Dateline. People who have actually gone on the ground and researched the situation. They've gathered court documents. They've talked to the district attorney. They've talked to detectives. They've done the groundwork. I have not. I don't plan to, ain't going to. So when you freelance up here doing what I'm doing, just what I call a low-grade YouTuber talking about true crime, it can get just outrageous. The commentary, the theories. And it's weird now to see those type of shows introducing theories, because they didn't used to do that. Just like a reality TV. Reality TV didn't used to talk about what people were saying on Facebook, IG, podcasts, blogs. But now they do that because it's an intricate part of the storyline for reality TV. So now we've got Court TV, Nancy Grace. They're now saying, well, this is what they said on Facebook. This is what they said on IG. This is what the YouTuber said. But that's a dangerous ground to tread on, if you get my drift. Because I'm talking about these cases, they are unraveled upstairs. They're not glued tight. The brain ain't glued tight. And the people chatting in the chat and commenting, they ain't glued tight either. So everybody start coming up with all these wild ass stories of what they think happened and this, that, and the other. Stuff be so far-fetched. You're sitting there looking at the person like, honey, where are you from? You from Earth? Where are you from? You know, tone it down. This here to me is just ridiculous to me, because this video should have been released when the boy went missing. That's my opinion. And the police should have been the ones to have released it, to show proof of life on the 25th. And then say, we don't have proof of life after Texas Roadhouse. That's what I would have done as a detective, sheriff's office. We do not have proof of life after this time here of him exiting the building. We have a figure going to the garbage can, but we have not verified the figure coming from Stafford Court address. That's what you do. And that way people have something to go on as far as the child, the movements, to where maybe they could think back to that day. If they remember something strange, somebody living across the street, next door, they can jog their memory back. They can think back to hours ago. Had somebody been watching this video in February, who knows where this story could be right now? But you didn't release this then. So now we got this private eye releasing this or whatever. I don't know what's the truth. I'm to the point where I don't even give a fuck no more, because I don't even know what the hell I'm watching. So what I want to know is, where did you get the video? Who gave you the video? Texas Roadhouse? Detectives? Who gave you the video? Mr. Fisher, SF, whoever the hell. I don't even know who the hell I'm talking about. At night, I don't even know who's on first. Because there's so many of y'all chapping and talking, I can't even keep up. I didn't notice anything pass between the two. I see the key fob in her hand, but that's it, my opinion. Mary says, I just remembered. Didn't Seth say that he saw a video of him leaving Texas Roadhouse as proof of life? So he saw the same video way back then. Yes, Mary, I do believe Seth did say that. So that's what I'm trying to say, is that if you are working a case where you don't have any suspects, you don't have any evidence, or you think you know who did it, but you don't have the evidence, it would have been beneficial to have released this back in February, March, to show proof of life at that time that Sebastian got into the car. You show the timestamp of him walking out, getting in the car, you give the direction he left in, and then you work your way out from there. And then you go to the house, you do your evidentiary, blah, 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 you talk to the neighbors, and that's the information that you give to the public. So that way you can jog people's memories back to say, okay, yeah, I was at Texas Roadhouse. No, I didn't notice anything strange. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that lady and her son. Somebody could have been standing outside. Somebody could have been walking through the parking lot. Somebody could have noticed something. Well, we ain't got that because you didn't put the fucking video out when the little boy went missing. You should have released this in March. Damn. Because maybe somebody could have seen something peculiar, recognized her car. Oh yeah, I saw the car parked over here for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, I saw it sitting over here. If don't nobody know the story and don't nobody even know that the bitch had a fucking blue SUV, they ain't gonna remember nothing. Lord have mercy. You can't get none of these people are so stupid. The sheriff, you all don't need to be talking about, you don't need to do nothing with this case. I swear for God. Yes, let TBI run it. Because you could probably have more tips right now had you released the fucking video. Because we don't know where the mother went after leaving Texas Roadhouse. If she went to Piggly Wiggly, she went to get a soda pop, she went to another store. Who knows? She drove around the block. Who's to say? And they tell you that with true crime. People forget things. People don't keep up with stuff because that's the point. If a person don't have a reason to keep up with what they did yesterday, they ain't going to. And then we judge people when they get interrogated and say, you don't remember what you did yesterday? And people will tell you, hell no, I don't remember yesterday. I ain't got to remember. I ain't done nothing wrong, so I don't got to remember what the hell I did yesterday. And I'm getting like that now. I can tell you what the hell I did yesterday, what I ate, nothing. Because a lot of people do not keep up with time. And we hear that a lot in true crime. Well, I don't know what time it was. I don't know what time I got up. I don't know what time I went to bed. I don't know what time I went to Starbucks. I don't know what time they called. Because they don't want to keep up with the time. Because they're not expected to be interrogated. Thank you, dear. And just like what they're saying with the JONBENET Ramsey case, we're going to talk about that now. Then I'm going to get the hell out of here because I'm sick of this nonsense. You're talking about almost a 30-year-old case. People forget stuff. You can't just go run up to somebody's door. Hey, you remember this night in December? Remember what the fuck they had on 26 years ago, 28 years ago. Just like the information I read to you yesterday, you checking their clothes 1 year later. That's going to lead people to believe you all didn't take the case serious. Because why would you check somebody's clothes in 1997? Why are you checking the Ramsey's clothes in 1997? The crime took place in 96. So you're going to go to them and say, hey, do you remember what you were wearing? Oh, yeah, I was wearing that red dress. Oh, can I have that dress now? So she's had it dry cleaned and put in a plastic bag or hanging in her closet. And now you're going to come to her a year later and say, oh, you mind giving me your stockings and your shoes that you were wearing? Hell, you want my underwear too? It's bullshit. Who killed JonBenet Ramsey? Two-part live, everybody. Who killed JonBenet Ramsey? Who wrote the note? Was there a cover-up by the Boulder Police Department? Did they not do an accurate job gathering evidence? Was evidence tainted? Walk through, yes. Did they clean the little girl up, family members, outsider? Was there actual person who was going to kidnap the child and take her out of the house? Why didn't the person take her out? Why would you write a 2-page letter and not take the merchandise? Allegations about a bowl of fruit that she says she didn't have or made, but yet her fingerprints are on the bowl. The child had undigested pineapples inside of her belly. Stay woke. Brother sued for defamation. CBS won. Undisclosed amount. So that's what those people have been doing all this time. Everybody's been wondering what the hell happened to JonBenet. The family was cashing in the money because you all were accusing them of murder. Friend, family, one person in the chat last night thinks the little girl was trafficked by the parents. Kinky type business. It's a hell of an allegation, Joy, to say they were selling their little girl. Never thought of that. Was the mother jealous of the child? Some of you say it was an accident. Can't be an accident. Strangulation is not an accident. Checkmate. 8.5-inch cut to the fractured skull. That's not an accident. Come on with it, Queen, because they ain't woke. And it's something this guy said pertaining to Scott Peterson, because you know that case is being re-examined. One of the jury members said, I voted guilty because of the evidence that was brought by the prosecution. But if there's evidence that they did not give us, then yes, Scott Peterson has a right to a new trial. I thought about that. At first, I didn't really agree, but then I had to think about that, and that came to mind yesterday. Very true. You only know what's been told to you. So if you bring evidence that makes the person appear guilty, then the right thing to do would be to vote guilty, correct? So that's with any case. You only know what's been represented to you, the prosecution and the defense, an eyewitness testimony, criminal background if allowed. You all went before the grand jury. The grand jury said yes, but yet you changed your mind. Okay, why? Because you did think the Ramseys unalived the child, or somebody in that network unalived her. Some people still believe one of the Ramseys hurt the child. And due to the fact that she was strangled, bruising on her wrist, bruising in the vaginal area, 8.5-inch cut to the skull, strangled, that's not an accident. So try again. It's deliberate. Her homicide was deliberate. Because you're talking about beating a person in the head and then strangling them. You don't get no more deliberate than that. Because she's a small child, it wouldn't take much to kill her. The easiest way would be to just suffocate her. You ain't got to beat her in the head. You ain't got to rape her. You ain't got to do all that. So make it make sense. But you can't say she was killed accidentally. There's no such thing. You're talking about hitting somebody in the skull and strangling them. That's not an accident. Because too many things were done to the body that look and appear deliberate. I'm woke. So try again. So a person is maneuvering around a house, didn't break in, didn't beat in a door, didn't jimmy a door, didn't break out a window, and later they said, what did they do? How did they get in there? How'd they get the girl? How'd they know to get to the girl? Take her downstairs, do what they're going to do to her, then go around looking for a motherfucking pad and paper. Started scribbling, stopped, pull out another sheet of paper, scribble a 2-page Dear John letter, and then walk out of the house without the little girl. Make it make sense. And then on the note, I write, $118,000 is what I want. I'm giving you instructions on what to do, where to go, but I don't take the merchandise. And it's also the same amount of money that Mr. Ramsey got as a excludes the family as culprits. Took lie detector tests, but they're not legitimate lie detector tests administered by, I guess, official FBI police department. So then somebody says they don't count. Interesting. Then somebody says, well, it wasn't enough DNA to test them, to exclude them. Then the report I brought you yesterday also, somebody said, well, they didn't turn over everything to be analyzed. So what is the truth? All these different versions. Not enough to do DNA. Things weren't turned over for toxicology reports. Mr. Ramsey says to the news, oh, other agencies wanted to help and they didn't want them to help. Why not? Then people are saying in the chat last night, well, why would Mr. Ramsey want to go look for the killer if he's the killer? Why would he want DNA testing if he know he did it? Well, maybe he's cocky. Maybe he's arrogant. What did I tell you in the live stream last night? People are incarcerated and they will seek out the Innocence Project to help free them when they know that they killed a person. Because they're hoping that there'll be a gamble to say they didn't do it. You want out that prison cell, you'll do anything to get out of there. It's called manipulation. I know I killed that girl. I assaulted that girl. But the people working at the Innocence Project, they don't know I did it. So I'm going to try to finesse them to take my case, get me off, get me freed, make it look like these people made a mistake. 12 members of a jury got it wrong. Stay woke. So you can't say what Mr. Ramsey did, didn't do, he didn't do it. How do you know he didn't do it? How do you know the son didn't do it? How do you know the mother didn't do it? So I want to know what's on the child's clothing, such as DNA. Touch DNA, skin cells, sweat, or saliva, or semen. If it's semen, that would exclude the mother as being a perpetrator. But she could have been the one that wrote the note and knew that one of these other people killed her child. And why would I cover up for a stranger? I wouldn't. I would only cover up if it's somebody close to me. And they came to me and said, hey, I killed her by accident. But as I said, her wounds say otherwise, that it's not an accident. Because literally somebody beat the child and strangled her. That's not an accident. And then that's rage, is it not? So however it was that the person got into contact with the child to take her to this basement, the intent was possibly sexual assault. And she's screaming and hollering, which ask yourself why nobody would have heard that. But you got to ask how far the basement is from the rooms, the bedrooms. The person is trying to keep her contained, keep her mouth closed, duct tape mouth, neck. So now we know she can't scream because her mouth is duct tape. Now I'm holding her down and trying to do nasty things to her. But why didn't I take her? So I'm going to write up a ransom note. And where was the paper and pen usually kept? In proximity to the basement, the wine cellar, where the child was found. When the father found the child, what did he do to the child? Did he clean her up, give her a bath, wash her up? Stay woke. Did he try resuscitation? Or was she cold to the touch and he already knew she was dead? See, those are questions and answers you don't have. The mother and the infamous 911 call. Why did she drop the call? As the person said in their commentary the other day on YouTube, weeks ago, the mother seemed distracted in the transcripts pertaining to the 911 call. What are you doing while calling 911? So the dispatcher is talking to the mother, Patsy, but she seems distracted. We also get information that the little boy's talking in the background, but yet they said he was asleep. But then they said also they don't believe the little boy did it because the crime was too sophisticated. Was it sophisticated? Could a 9-year-old have exacted the crime, the duct tape? It does seem extreme for a 9-year-old to be thinking in that advanced stage of duct taping mouth, neck, strangulation, however she was strangled. But then it also depends on the mind and the savvy 9-year-old. You're entitled to your opinion. Who killed JONBENET Ramsey? Is it a conspired effort? A male killed her, but the mother helped cover it up with the ransom. She took the secret to her grave. Did one of the men, boys, assault the child, murder her, beat her in the head, strangle her to death? Father and or brother and or relative and or neighbor, stalker, somebody got in the house, maneuvered, took the child from her room, took her to the basement, assaulted her, walked back up the stairs, found the notepad, wrote the note, and then walked out. Got spooked, got scared, and ran out of the house. What's the truth? Was somebody else staying in the house that we don't know about? Somebody else visiting that they didn't tell the truth? Family friend. Somebody spent the night. Another child. Burke's friend. Associate. What is the truth? The one thing that's bizarre about this case with JONBENET is the obvious, the ransom note, the person not taking the child, the dollar amount on the ransom note, the exact amount that Mr. Ramsey received from work. A stranger would not know that. A stranger would have no reason to know that. And what are the odds the stranger will put the exact amount? As I said, it wasn't 120,000, it wasn't 130,000, 118. That's just an oddball number to put as a ransom. It does appear this was an inside job and a cover-up. So who killed the child? Will we find out who killed the child? What would be bizarre and devastating and just outright trifling if indeed the brother or the father committed the crime and the next thing you know, Mr. Ramsey dies, he won't be brought to justice if he did it. Then that leaves the brother Burke. I'm assuming he's alive. It's just hot but a mess. Three detectives quit while investigating this crime. You don't find that strange? Each quit for their own reasons. Scrutiny of them not doing it right, getting it right, people complaining, moaning, bad-mouthing the police department. Different people trampled the scene. Family members, friends were coming through, checking the house, touching things. But the one thing you can't remove is DNA. So if somebody did something to her vaginally inside with a penis, you can't take that out and erase that. So that's why I said, is there DNA of semen or saliva on any of the child's clothing or taken from her body? Because that's something you can't remove, especially vaginally, you could not. So then I asked that question, was the child penetrated? Don't know. It just said bruising in the vaginal area. That's a scary thought to think somebody would be so low class, low rent to be touching the child inappropriately. So then we have to ask that question. Could this be somebody had been touching her inappropriately? Bingo card. Come on with it, Quay. And they got too rough with her. Became enraged with her. Because you got to remember, when you look at the pictures of the little girl and the videos of her walking on the stage, looking like a grown-up in a little bitty body, it's very scary because sadists look at children as adults. They don't look at them as children. They look at them as adults and look at them as objects. Just like a rapist looks at an adult woman. She's an object. So when you're looking at that little girl prancing around, painted up with lipstick and hair extensions, that is how a sadist is looking at her. So I don't know if this is an inside job from family assault, if this was a stalker that just made his way into a house where the door wasn't locked. It's still a bizarre situation with the ransom note. Make it make sense. Will there be justice for JONBENET? Take the polls on my community page. Now back to Hendersonville. Have y'all had enough now? And just shook my head at the nonsense and told myself, why are you listening to this damn bullshit? Because I didn't see none of the stuff that people were talking about and assuming from the video. I mean, you all took it to a whole new level. You worried about the cars parked in the back. Maybe somebody's waiting for a parking space. You never sat in the fucking parking lot waiting for somebody to get the fuck out the parking space. You want to park up front. What is that car doing behind it? Wanting to park? That's what they're doing. Just making up stuff. At the end of the day, going all around the side of the building in a video. Yeah, we went over here and we looked around the side of the building. For what? You looked around the side of the building to show the people the building for what? To show what exactly? The way that Katie left? The way you think she left? Bring a receipt. You ain't got it. Worried about why a guy got on plastic gloves. Because he worked there, that's why. You couldn't gather that with him standing there going into the employee entrance door with gloves on. Well, maybe he went around the side because that's where the garbage cans are. I said, Lord, have mercy. I not believe I'm listening to this bullshit. This is why I don't want to engage in talking about true crime on my channel for this nonsense right here. Just a barrage of foolishness. Just making up shit at will. Because like I said, assuming something happened and spreading lies is different. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. Versus, I think this happened. That is not the same. Putting people in the story, that's a lie. That's not the same as saying, oh, I think this person may be involved. Oh, I think this person knows something. That's not the same as saying, yeah, I know he did it and she did it and he did it. And they went over here and they went over there. No, you need to have a receipt. This is some sick shit here. And it's sad because this child has been missing a long time. And we're almost out of a new year. It is hard to even believe we are at the end of 2024 by the grace of God. And this is what you all would do with your free time. This is why I said a lot of you have no business talking about true crime. You have no business chatting about true crime. Stop it. Just stop it. Because if you're going to go off this far of a tangent, you need to seek professional fucking help. And I'm saying that. Some of you need to see a damn doctor. That's what happens, Mary. You see what you want to see. We see this all the time. They have done tests. Oprah Winfrey did a similar test on her talk show many moons ago, showing people pictures of other people and then asking them to repeat the pictures back in order. And most of the people got it wrong. That's the point. Because everybody don't see the same thing. And if you got it hyped up in your mind that you just want something to come from this case, your mind is going to tell you anything. because that's what you want to see here, but it does not. It's the truth. And to go up and make up some bullshit about people going between cars is I have proof of something going on between the cars. And as I said to somebody in the chat the other day, I just can't see her doing anything to this as a crime in between the cars, at the car, behind the car. For what? Knowing there's cameras at the fucking restaurant. And as somebody said, the cameras are clear. They're not fuzzy. So why am I going to risk doing anything that somebody can later go back and investigate and say, oh, I saw you standing there talking to that guy for about 10 minutes. What were y'all talking about? Do you know him? You passed him something. What was it? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Then they go try to find the guy. And then the guy walks in the restaurant, so you think they didn't have cameras working in the restaurant to see the damn man walk in with the green hoodie on? Are you all this damn ridiculous? Because the police had already looked at the footage from outside and inside Texas Roadhouse. So if you want to say that something went on between Katie and this guy, you already know the police then went and looked at the footage and they done pinpoint who the guy is and what he looked like and then tried to find the damn man to say, well, did you say something? Did you do something? This is ridiculous. Just go pick out some random ass white man and say what? Maybe he was getting out the back seat of a car. He waited till she came through to get out. See, you don't know. But the point is, he went in a restaurant. So like I said, bring a receipt. Bring a receipt of him walking out the restaurant. Bring a receipt of how long he stayed in the restaurant. Bring a receipt that somebody talked to him in a restaurant. He acted peculiar, strange. Bring a receipt. Bring us a receipt of him being in that motherfucking Texas Roadhouse. How about that? Yeah, you left that part out. We don't even know if someone made a good tip. Did they pay them? Well, Rhonda, I thought about that too. While everybody's zooming in on the page, did you zoom in and see if Katie left a tip? What's the actual time on the video from the time they got there until the time they got in their car? Where's the video of the guy in the hoodie in Texas Roadhouse? Since you want to play I Spy, well, show me the footage of the man in the restaurant ordering food. Oh, you ain't got that. I'm just saying, if you're going to go all out, go all out. Where is the video of green hoodie in the restaurant? Bring a receipt. Show us that he just walked in there to play it off and walk back out. I'll wait to see that. And once again, what is the point of this video being released? As I said, it's good information only for those who may not have believed she took the child out to eat. So now people have verification that she went out to eat with her child. But in the end, that's all I noticed pertaining to this infamous video. Two people in a restaurant, one person occupied, one person appeared hungry, and then they exited out and got in their vehicle and left. That's what I saw. Then bring a receipt of the hoodie guy doing something suspicious inside of the restaurant, coming back out of the restaurant, and proof he what? Followed these people and or made it to Stafford Court. Other than that, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I said that. Because what's going to be bad, this man finds out he's all over YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and then somebody start coming up to him and realize who he is and say, you know, you all over YouTube. They think you got something to do with that little white boy missing. And then he decides he want to bring forward a lawsuit and sue whoever been releasing this content. Then you'll be back on YouTube crying and moaning that the hoodie guy has decided to get a lawyer and sue your ass for releasing this nonsense. And why? Because that's the one thing I have not heard pertaining to the video. Why did you release it? What's the motivation? What's the point? And if you release it to show Katie in a good favor, you did not do a good job, because all people have been doing is throwing gasoline on that damn girl. That she was not in tune to her son. Allegedly, she was taking pictures of her son. This is what some people think. I don't think that. Don't really care. I want to know where the child is. Bring me a receipt to where Sebastian is. Bring me a receipt. He left Texas Roadhouse and went back to Stafford Court. Bring me a fucking receipt of that. Miss me with all this hidey-ho nonsense. And some of you have got to be ashamed of yourself, just going around and around and around trying to dissect a fucking video of absolutely nothing. Now, if the police wants to come back and tell us, oh, yes, we have evidence that something nefarious happened at Texas Roadhouse in relation to Sebastian, then that would be different. Other than that, let it go. That's my commentary. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below this video. Take the polls on my community page pertaining to JONBENET and Sebastian and this nonsense with this video. Follow the Queen on the Newsbreak app, where I get similar commentary pertaining to breaking news. The latest developments is that Jay-Z has been implicated in the sexual assault of a 13-year-old girl alongside Sean Puffy Combs back in 2000. After the MTV Movie Awards, he has been served a demand letter by Mr. Bugsby out of Texas. The plot thickens. And if you'd like to donate to this great network, $DeGanji 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. And that is that. That is that. A lot of you need to grow up. You really do. You need to get it together. You need to find something to focus on. And really, a lot of you need to stop being on social media. A lot of you need to stop blogging, stop making videos. You need to stop talking about true crime. And some of you need to quit commenting, because you all have gotten out of control pertaining to true crime, to where you have now become delusional, to where you just don't even make sense when you speak and when you talk, that you believe anything a person tells you. You believe anything they put in a video. You believe anything that they say. You believe anything that they heard. And the people rarely bring a fucking receipt, and you will put your stamp on it and pass it along. And then you get an attitude when you pass it along to somebody's channel, chat, email. They don't want to ride the ride and believe what you're saying or agree. Then you get a fucking attitude. Well, don't nobody care about you getting a damn attitude, because a lot of this shit is what it is. It's bullshit. And when it wasn't a motherfucking video, you still got a fucking attitude. That's what's wrong with a lot of you. You need mental help because you're detached from reality. And I have been able to assess this more lately, because I have been doing what I should have been doing. I have been watching and listening without commenting, without giving commentary. And I see a lot of what a lot of people see who don't follow true crime. They don't get it. They don't get it because they don't have to. You only want them to get it because you like true crime. And that's what a lot of people need to understand. A lot of people are not in tune to true crime. It's not that they're wishing bad luck on the people involved, but they're not in tune. They don't know anything about the story. They're not going to research the story. They're not invested in the story. And now that I've been able to sit back and look at things from a different perspective, I see why some people don't get involved in this true crime nonsense, commenting, emailing, calling people, the sheriff, the mayor, the butcher, the DA, because they're looking at it like, Why are you doing that? Why are you getting involved in a story that's, one, none of your business and it's none of your concern? There's nothing wrong with having curiosity, but maybe you're going too damn far. And right now, looking at what has happened pertaining to this video, this is just utter nonsense. Because now you're implicating people in something who probably have nothing to do with the disappearance of this child. And you people are going round and around and around with it. It's ridiculous. That's my commentary. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. Be safe. Happy holidays. Be careful shopping. Be aware of your faculties while out, ordering online. Keep your home safe this holiday season. Donate to charity if you can. Help somebody out. Need a coat, gloves, mittens, scarves, hats, boots. Pay it forward. Oh, man. Some of y'all got to get it together. There's people out here with real problems. That's all I'm going to say. There's people out here with real problems. People out here who don't even have a place to sleep this winter. And this is what you all want to do, is beat your head up against the wall of a restaurant in Hendersonville, Tennessee. There's actual people missing that need help. Cases need to be solved. Naturally, this is a real case pertaining to Sebastian Rogers, but this other nonsense is whack. You people need to get it together, seriously. Because this, to me, is just outright disrespectful. Because I got a feeling there's going to be retribution from all this nonsense. And eventually somebody's going to get hurt because people don't know how to leave well enough alone. That's what's going to happen next. That somebody's going to take all this crazy nonsense and they're going to pop off. And then you'll be sitting up here talking about that. Why? And what do I always say pertaining to crime? Don't ask why. Ask why not. And people need to be very careful. Because you all going to keep on fucking with folks and doing stupid stuff. You're going to push somebody over there. And you just better pray you're not going to be on the receiving end. Check my community board for the movie of the week. Playing free on Hulu. I think it's No One Will Save You. It's the title. Thank you, Rhonda, Mary, Perspective. You all have a wonderful week. Once again, be safe. Happy holidays. You've been listening to the Vault XL. Thank you.